GingerGM.
Well, gonna try my hand at some blitz as usual, and somehow my rating is over 2700. I guess in times of adversity you play a little bit better, and we're in playing the 2700 already. Come on. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what my highest rating is. I think I've never got to 2800. Maybe one day. You never know. You got to think high, haven't you? I like this kind of opening normally when in the Dutch when you get your 2 pawns here. So I don't know. I'll you know what? I'll settle for 2750 today. Yeah, place your bets. Place your bets. I think the last video I did, I got very frustrated when I played blitz, so I just lost every game, which tends to happen a little bit too much for me when I'm commentating. But let's see. So my opponent's played a very solid setup and a very decent setup here, and I've had this a fair few times in some games I've played. I expect black's okay in this position, but this is one of white's better setups because one of my main moves to attack is this f4 move, which is very hard to play now. Now that I can't go knight g4, I'm just going to put a little bit of pressure on this pawn, and I can even consider playing h5, h4. Surprise, surprise. And maybe try to get my bishop on this diagonal to cause a bit of problems. But white's very solid, and white has initiative on the queen side. Okay, so he's trying to do something in the center of the board. Now I could close it down, but it's going to be very hard to make progress over on the king side. So I'll play this move first, which seems like a decent square to put the bishop anyway. And I'll try to somehow get through here, but he's so solid, isn't he? Maybe I should be playing h4, try to weaken this one. Okay, so I'm kind of happy he's moved his knight away from there, but he's coming in with a good route. I've got to play a bit quicker as well. I mean, what are these two guys doing? These two guys are not doing a great deal, are they, either? So what am I going to do? Okay, now I could go e4 again. E4's like one of those moves you can play, but I don't really want to play. Okay, I'm gonna play it because it takes the square away from the knight, and I can play it like a reverse French defense. But it becomes very blocked up now, which is not the end of the world. Maybe c4 is a little bit weak, and I can sort of play it. But this is a more positional approach. It's probably the best move, e4, because I want to block the bishop out on g2. And whoa, that's a square. I will be having that. Thank you very much. Go on, let's have it straight away. And now, of course, my opponent wants to get his knight to this square, which we will try and do something about. Now, do I take here now? Allow his knight in? Let's do that one. Maybe a little bit risky. I want to be able to capture on g5 when he gets his knight there. Probably evenish, I'm assuming. My idea is obviously the whole reason I captured on d5 is if I can get rid of this knight, maybe, you know, his knight can't come here, then I feel like I should be fairly comfortable in this position. So if I take, I don't have a good square for my knight. I want to go here, but I can't because of his knight. So do I need to move my queen for... No, let's take here. Okay, I'm going to move quicker now. Oh, I don't want to lose the first game. How many times do I do that? So I'm going backwards because, again, I really want to be able to take the knight when it gets to that square. And I'm thinking this square is where I want to head, try to pressurize that pawn there, which could be a weakness. And, again, fairly even, but I'll take black, you know, I'll take black here. So we'll try to do a bit of maneuvering around over here. Okay, we'll whip that one off. Now he does have a lovely bishop, no doubt about that, and he might be trying to take this one off as well. Okay, let's move quickly is the key. Two bishops versus two knights. His bishop on b2 is fantastic, but my knights are not too shabby, are they? Now, can I do any tactic here? Well, let's take there first because d5, and now, oh, he always has a pin, doesn't he? He always has this bishop coming here. So I want to be able to do something about that. It's a weird position, yeah? Okay, so now he wants me to step into the pin. So I should take with the queen, and then his rooks. Okay, I don't know, very weird position. I have this knight, which is really nice, but his bishop does scare me. I'm hoping this one just about works for me. And I'm up on time. Can you believe it? I'm actually up on time. Wow. Oh, that's a good move, though. That's a good move. No, no. Check. If you don't know what to do, give a check. Okay, maybe that's a... Oh, I had knight check, but then he has rook takes here. Oh, I could have taken that one. Let's take it. Threatening mate. Will he see it? See it. Oh, what am I doing? This should be very good for me. Okay, don't know. I'm going to get the queens off because it feels like this is a very good ending for moi with so many pawns. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to win. Yeah. Oof. Nice to win the first game. Yeah. Good stuff. Okay, I'm going to go back to my killer d4 repertoire. I've played the Jabava London a lot, and it's nice to mix it up. Now this is the main gambit, but I can't remember the theory. Okay, right, now that is probably a good move, isn't it? Okay, I'll take it one. Now this is the normal idea. This is an idea of Karpos, because you want to move the knight, but you don't want to lose your bishop, because your bishop is good. Apparently it's better than that bishop, so that's why you move the bishop first. But I'm now sort of playing against a kind of Dutch setup, and it's quite an interesting position because I've made his pieces a little bit bad. Well, I say his pieces, this piece in particular, but he has some good dark squares which he's come straight into, not surprisingly, which I need to defend. So this is an interesting position. It's my central control, and he's playing it. I have to say, he's kind of playing it like I would play it if I was him. So don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. could be a bad sign, couldn't it? Don't follow me, boy. And now I'm just trying to keep the center together, and I hope he doesn't get a queen to this square. Okay. Now, of course, I'm still a little bit scared. He's got a lot of bloody pieces going along there, hasn't he? Okay, let's try to. I don't know if he takes there. I'm hoping I have bishop e3. So he has played this well. He's played this well. But if he can't get this bishop in the game, I might be able to hold everything together. And the one thing that is okay for me is obviously my centre here. My centre here is really nice. Can you believe it? The other day, my good friend Blair, I'm sure a lot of you know Blair, he actually got to 2600 on chess.com. Bloody hell, I was impressed. Don't go bishop f4, Mr. Williams. So well done, Blair. And he's not, you know, Blair doesn't really play chess anymore. He's not an FM, CM, WCM, toilet master, is that? I don't know. Okay, anyway, right, so now he wants to get his bishop around, I feel. I'd like to get my bishop to a better square. I prefer my opponent's position because it's a little bit easier to play. And I think what I want to be doing here is swapping off pieces, because my pawn structure in any ending will be better. He has this backward C pawn. So I want to get rid of his active pieces. So that is a good move from my opponent. So if I go here, you can take, check. I'm gonna have to go for this, but I have my doubts because at some point he's got this move, which is scary. Like now, is yeah, is scary. Oh shite! Oh, I should have taken on F3. I was planning to take on F3 all along, and I just didn't do it. It was ridiculous. Silly me. Okay, now I'm going to go for old school French defence here. So what happened in that last game? That was okay. I'm just thinking what I'll do in future against that guy. Now these positions can often lead to exciting games. Shouldn't have allowed that one though. That was a bit silly of me. That was a little bit silly. Yeah, I mean bishop e7 is a little bit inaccurate because you don't want your opponent to develop naturally with these moves. So I'm going to go for f5 and go for an old plan, which is not my favourite plan here, because g4 at some point gives white a nice attack, and I've always felt that the plan I'm going to play, which is okay, but I've allowed my opponent to get his. You can see he's going for it straight away. Is quite dangerous, but okay. I suppose we're just going to have an interesting game. I need to start some queenside counterplay, so I've got to use this pawn to try and generate some counterplay on the queen side in the position at the moment. Yeah, so Christmas coming up. Been a bit of a tough week. When will it all end? But I suppose we will have tough weeks, don't we? So you just got to get on with things best you can. And yeah, I'm supposed to be playing Hastings, so we'll see. So I haven't played much chess recently. I'm supposed to be doing Hastings, playing at Gibraltar, which I'm looking forward to actually playing. I haven't played like over the board for ages, and I recommend to all you guys, you know, girls, you know, who are watching this, that even if you play online, just go and play over a board at some point. You'll find that it's quite a different experience playing over the board, and I actually really love the experience of playing one game a day, because you can really get into the game so much. It's like falling down a rabbit hole of chess, you know, which you can't really do in Blitz. Blitz is a different thing. They're different joys, but go and try to play a long play, you know, long play thing, and I'm sure you'll all enjoy it quite, you know, as a different experience. Well worth trying. Okay, now hang on a minute. Again, interesting position. So I've managed to get some play on the queen side, and my opponent obviously has a bit of pressure against these two pawns, but this tactic is not working, so we will just improve our pieces at the moment. And now my queen is a little bit misplaced to some knight jump, so where do I put it? Here looks like the most aggressive. I quite like my position. It seems like my opponent's pawns are bigger targets, these two pawns, than my pawns. Okay, so he's come back. Baby, come back. Now, can we play this move? Okay, so he's got... So I'm forcing him back a little bit, which is nice. Now, I'd love to take here, but I'm walking into a pin. Shall we do it? Shall we do it? Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. This is the way to try to break free. And I know I'm losing this one, and I didn't know I was losing that one. Bugger. But oh, I just missed that one. Shambolic move. Oh dear. Okay, knight here. Oh, that's annoying. I should have been doing well there, but there's a little bit. I prematurely jumped in. I forgot that I didn't have this anymore, unfortunately. And now I don't like this move either. This is scary. So okay, it's still a bit messy, you know, funnily enough, because his king is actually quite weak, and I have some sort of pinning ideas as well, so it's not completely over. He's got some instantaneous issues to deal with in this position, and queen takes d4 is quite hard to deal with. I've got this lovely pin. I've got b5 as well. he can take, well, at some, okay, so he's playing this and he wants to move his knight back, I'm assuming, to e3. But then I have this move, but then he has this move. Oh, it's bloody complicated. Then I have bishop f5 at the end. Okay, so knight here, right, so he is, okay, let's take that one. And now, oh, I'm getting mated, aren't I, if I do that? Bugger. Oh, I've got no time. I don't know, is this, okay. Check. I don't know, I just want to simplify. Okay, not playing this well. Oh, why didn't I take the other pawn? Crazy, man. Why not take that pawn? I'm not very good at taking pawns at the moment, am I? There we go. Shit. Shit. Fuck. No time. Obviously got a winning position, but it's not good on time. Oh, no. Oh, dear. And I played that all right, I felt, actually. I mean, even when I fell for that little tactic, I think my position was okay. So that's dropped me below 20. Oh, dear. That's dropped me below 2700. So, okay. Right. I could have just taken the rook at the end there. The pain of chess. You know. Well, things can always be worse. Don't say that, Simon. Don't tempt. Don't tempt the temptable. Okay, so we'll get a good King's Gambit in. Hopefully that will bring back a bit of joy. And I'm assuming this is like all pretty normal stuff where black gives the pawn back. And the thing with the King's Gambit, I mean, I think Jan said recently that it's quite an interesting fact. On the second move after e4, e5, in this position there are multiple moves that white has. And Blair asked me this as a question the other day, and which on the list of Stockfish's preferred moves, where is 2f4 the King's Gambit? And funnily enough, I think it's like Stockfish's 20th best move. So if you see where I'm going with that, so obviously there are a number of moves, and out of all the moves, it's 20th. There are 20 better moves given by Stockfish, which I find quite funny, actually. So that's how bad the computers think the King's Gambit is. But I think, you know, at lower level, I mean, even up, you know, it's perfectly okay. And I've had some great results with it, and it's a real fun opening. If you're a chess player, you've got to play it at least once in your life. I keep saying this. You've got to be romantic and play the King's Gambit at some points. Okay, do I want to keep this bishop? I think I do. Now Bjorn, who is testing out the app at the moment, is watching me play and telling me where I'm going wrong according to this app that we're developing, which I don't know if it's good or bad. Thanks, Bjorn, I think. Is that a thanks? I don't know. Thanks for telling me where I'm going wrong. Okay. Yeah, this knight is really good. I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, I'll get rid of it. It's pissing me off. And we'll go here. And now, am I worried about him taking that one? Yeah, probably a little bit worried, but let's... Opposite card of bishop, so it's more important to try and gain an initiative. So if he does win that pawn, I'm going to try and gain the open file. I'm up on time. Oh, makes a nice change, doesn't it? Right, now let's put that one over there, because I like controlling e7. Now I have a check. Is that any good? His bishop is phenomenal, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to check him. There's a... Okay, greed. I'm never this greedy normally, but okay, let's do it. I mean, it's a pretty irrelevant pawn in actual fact, and he's gaining some kind of a nasty initiative. Let's get the queen back around somehow. Somehow. Okay. Don't want to lose this one. Okay, this... What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, we didn't see it. That was absolutely mental of me. I wanted to put the bishop. I wanted to put the bishop here, but I could just take it. That is like complete blindness. You know what? I mean, I'm just confused now. Okay. Oh, my king. I was get. Oh no, I lose my. Okay. It's funny how little things can just throw you a hell of a lot. Like that last game, losing on time. I find it hard to. I'm quite an emotional player, I think, which is not a good thing. It's not good to be an emotional player. Much better to. And here I'm not very happy. Not very happy here, am I? Oh dear. Yeah, this is not good. I think I'm just losing. Okay, we'll try a little bit more. Oh, goodbye, 2700. Oh, I thought you were gonna. I thought it was looking so good. He doesn't want to play again. Bastard. Started well, and then it went downhill. Okay. Now rebuild. It's a new opponent. It's a new day. I've got to just readjust. Okay, let's readjust then. And we'll try a bit of Dutching action as we're going. Bit of Dutch action. Okay. Can I remember the theory? Yep. This move, I feel, is the right move. And this is the main line, D5. If you've got my chessable course, you will be aware of this line. It's just sometimes remembering the variations, isn't it? As you get older, it certainly becomes a lot harder. But it's not also remember some openings you have to learn certain moves, and other openings it's the concepts which are more important. In general, the concepts behind moves are always more important, but when it's a very sharp, aggressive opening, it's a little bit harder, because if you play one move in the wrong sequence, you can get yourself into a serious amount of pain. So in those positions, you need to know the precise move in that position. It's like computer chess. They're quite anti-human. But in this now, this is like, okay, you should know what kind of moves to play. And yeah, I've sacked a pawn. This is like a king's gambit again. Now this one is very tempting in the position, but so is G6. And this is like in the if you know the king's gambit. I mean, it might not be the best move here, but in the king's gambit, Spassky, ex-world champion, used to play this G6, G3 move in the king's gambit when his opponent had taken the pawn. And again, that's a concept that you sort of pick up through playing chess a lot and looking at the games of the better players. And my opponent now is sacrificing a pawn to try and create some threats against my king. But if his sacrifice doesn't work, I have a very good center. So positionally I'm better, but tactically I'm not better here. So I'd like to get the queens off the board, you know, because if I can get the queens off the board, my center will give me an advantage. You know, I can play behind those pawns. But if with the queens on the board, this guy is scared. So can I get the queens off or hold my center together? He can come all the way over here, and he can give a check, of course, and I'm hoping that this one will try to force the queens off the board. Hoping against hope. Looks alright actually for me. This position looks alright, because if he ever castles, he's going to be walking into this. Clever idea. Missed that one. Now I want to get my other rook over, yeah, because he has stepped into a pin. I mean, it's a clever, I don't know, it's either a clever idea or a very bad idea. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do weird things like that. It's quite a, I suppose on the plus side of what I've done today, I'm looking to get to 2700. Yeah, can we get to 2700? Can we get to, okay, right, so I actually want to put my, well, I have to take my king, and what a weird position this is. Very bizarre. Now he's finding good moves. So all right, that rook's not doing anything. We should get it over there. He is finding good moves. Now this one, for some reason, I like, because I'm coming over here. Now of course he has here, but I'm hoping, whoa, what's this genius doing today? Oh, he wants to win my rook. That's not actually complete genius, it's just quite a logical move, which I missed, of course. Alright. That was cheeky, wasn't it? That was a cheeky move of my opponent's. And now I'm getting myself into a pile of poo. Whack, whack, whack. It looks like something should be wrong with my position here. I can't actually see what it is, funnily enough. I mean, a queen and rook should be defeating the knight and king, but my knight is stopping this one. So I'll play for a win here. This one, I'm kind of on the dark squares. Oh, this is where I want to be now. Okay, let's just see. I want to be over here somehow, so I can check. Can I check him there? I don't know. No, I can't check him there. This is very risky what I'm doing. Probably not going to work. Got to play for a win because of the time situation, yeah. And I do have a lot of pawns anyway, so even in a real situation there, it might have been okay. I mean, it might have been the right thing to do because I was actually up on material as well as on time. Okay, a little bit. I actually always plays this against me, and this is really weird because he plays this next, and he gets like some kind of quite decent French. It's quite. Okay, let's take the center. I kind of like his opening. I think, you know, it's something which, and then he plays this. Yeah, that's it. And he suddenly gets some positions where c5 becomes quite. Yeah, I don't know how he comes about doing this, but he's played this against me many times, and he gets a good version. Those of you who know of the Marshall Gambit, because in the Marshall Gambit you have a pawn on c7 and a pawn on c6 and a pawn on a7. So I keep getting tricked into this, funnily enough. But okay, I mean, I've got two bishops, and I have some okay development, so I'm saying loads of compensation. Not really, but okay, we'll see. So look, all my pieces are working. Oh, look at that, he's desperate to get the queens off the board. Oh, bugger. Now I don't want to do that, but can I come here? Or is my, let's go here. This looks like the most fun move to play. He's obviously going to gain some tempo against my queen, but my queen can come back to e3. It looks interesting, at least in this position. So we'll go with this one. Right, yeah, okay. So I need to win this to get back over 2700. I find it so hard to get over 2700. I know some other players, they just, you know, I'm just not as good. I'm just not as good as other players. That's what it is. Simples. Now, is he going to... Oh, come on. Stop begging. Stop begging. Stop begging me to get those queens off. Oh, because I'm pawn down. I don't want to be... I don't want to be a pawn down in an ending, do I? No. Okay. I mean, out of principle, I just won't take the draw. I mean, I should take the draw, but I mean, how can I avoid it? Because otherwise, I'm just worse. Yeah. Okay, he won't take the draw. This guy's a fighter. Good on him. Good on you, sir. Good. Okay. Now, I've given up another pawn. Hoping my bishop will give me some play here. Very hard to break through this fortress that he's kind of has created. I feel like, yeah, I mean, I feel I don't have enough compensation for the pawn, but I got, and he's playing this well, isn't he? Just playing it nice and solid. But at least we don't have a draw now. And I've got to play sensible moves, put the pieces on good squares, and get pushed backwards by doing that. Egypt, Williams. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What do I do against this weird A6 move? I mean, it can't be good. It clearly can't be good. A6 on move 2. It's the kind of rubbish that I would actually play, but he keeps playing it against me, and he keeps doing very well against me with it. So I'm gonna have to have a bit of a look at that. Okay, well, I mean, this is not what the doctor ordered, but we're only a pawn down. It's I've had worse situations in my life. So I'm playing for a draw, and the thing to do in such positions is to, you're meant to try and liquidate the position. Is that weakening? Maybe weakening, but we're playing. Alright, am I going to... again, obviously in endings, rook endings especially, key point, he's trying to mate me, cheeky bastard. The main thing to do is to try and get some activity for your pieces, but he's now positioned himself with 2 rooks on the 7th, which is winning for him. So another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Yeah, okay, well played. Right, I'll play until I lose another one. Another unbrilliant day of blitz. So this is the last chance, Williams. This is your last chance. I want to play this guy again with white, and I want to see what I can come up with against his weird opening. I'm going to have a good think about it in the next game. So I don't want to lose this one, because I'm going to have to get the hell out of it if I do. I want to give him another fight with his weird A6 move. See if I can come up with something a little bit better. What do you do against this? Because he kind of tries to get a French in a lot of positions. Okay, now this I have thought about before, but I'm getting mind blank at the moment. And you get an interesting position. This is the kind of chess I like, where I'm going to castle queenside, and hopefully have some fun. So that is a lovely square for the rook. I want to stop bishop g5, but I mean, look at this, and my knight is coming in as well. My bishop, maybe this is sexy. This is more like it. Okay, so he's trying to counter strike. I take with a knight. He might go f4. I want to take with a knight. Take f4. Castles takes queen f3. No, can't do that. Let's take with the pawn. No point wasting too much time. Because obviously my knight was heading in. And now he's being a greedy guy. Okay. I don't mind this so much because it's cost him a tempo to do that. And surely my attack should be worth a tempo. What attack, you say? What attack? This attack coming up. So rook here. Not okay. This must be good for me. Just getting that confidence back again after a couple of dodgy games. Here, this looks funny, but I don't want to swap queens, so I need to give my queen a square. So that's why I played it. Because otherwise my queen would have had to swap off, and I certainly don't want to swap queens because I have this. I mean, the position should be fantastic for me. It should be virtually winning, but my opponent is playing some imaginative stuff. All credit to him, but I don't know if he's going to be able to survive this much longer. I have this simple idea against most things. F5 coming in some positions, but bishop e7, rook g8 is a nice way to play. Okay, so he's blocking. Let's just keep it simple. Develop the last piece. I have this square as well. F5 can come at some point. Okay, now is it time for f5 now? I think so. Want to break the blockade. Now knight takes, I have rook takes g2, but I also have, okay, so I need to break the blockade, which I have now broken, and now we can triple. This is looking lovely. Okay, so he's getting a little bit desperate. And again, still breaking the blockade here. So this is looking very good. I'll be upset. Yeah, I'll be upset. Okay, let's try this opening again. Right, so he's going to go a6. Oh, he's gone, okay, so here e6. And then he's going to go, what does he do next? He goes d5. So come on, I should know the French defense. What I can play here? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to play a simple move. Okay, so he's gone this way. Now, I can't remember. This is his own old Tony Miles idea, and this is one thing I get quite annoyed with myself nowadays, that just my memory is not as good as I'd like it to be. Tony Miles, I mean, I've played this as black, and you might even seen me play it black, but when the board is reversed, I need to go into my mind palace, which is a bit distorted at the moment, a bit all over the shop, to try and work out what I should play. But okay, we've got, at least I've got a position here, a normal type of position, and I think I want to get rid of that bishop, don't I? Maybe. Okie dokie, let's take it. Now let's castle queenside, the most fun move to play. Should be, oh, he's gone that way as well. I was hoping he'd go the other way. That's not as fun, is it? I'd hope he'd spice it up a little bit. Where do I put thy pieces? I don't know. Let's double on the d file and wait and see. Okay, so he's giving me the square, but he's also playing actively. He wants to go d5 next. Nice play from my opponent. Struggle against this guy with the white pieces. I do, don't I? Alright, let's let him do this. Let's let him do it and try to work out some answer. I have knight e4. Alright. My bishop is not where it wants to be. It's getting in the way of stuff. I want it here. This is where I want it. It's a horrendous square there. It's blocking out the position. And I'm not even sure what my next move is at the moment. Well, Shit, is my knight might be lost if I take that one, so I have to go here. Because knight takes, pawn takes, where my knight can't go anywhere. If it goes there, he takes it, and he was on my queen. So I have to try this one. And now, if I do that, this pawn drops. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like... Oh, no, don't do that. Okay. So he's thinking about this move, isn't he? Yes, he is thinking about it. Oh, I'll go here. And... Well. You just can't tell. Well, my Michelle. My Michelle. Okay. How bad is this? Is this bad? Or is it actually okay for me? Because my knight has this little... Hey, in we go, son. In we go. Oh, he's coming up. Okay, I'll take it anyway. I don't care. How bad is this? This might not be bad even. This might actually be playable. Because my knight can do a little bit of rerouting. And... Oh, he's going for it. Okay. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. I don't believe he's going to checkmate me here. This pawn is actually weak. That was a very strange decision from my opponent. He's actually resigned straight away. Well, that's... I mean, he clearly hasn't seen many of my games if he's resigning in that position. If anyone had seen the way I play Blitz, they would have played on there. That was clearly a bit premature. And we're getting this... I'm over 2700 again. Why didn't I just stop there? Because we're going for more. We're going for more. Okay. Let's go for more. I've got to stick to my word. And my word was I only stop playing when I lose. So let's not lose. I'm not going to lose on purpose. Now, I thought I got a good position last time I did this, but I castled and I allowed him to take here. So this is my new idea. Let's go through the centre. I lost that. Did I lose that game? Yeah, I did lose that game, didn't I? So this is another interesting position if he comes here. But I can castle queenside. So is the G file good or bad? And I don't really want to step back. What about this weird move? That is a really bad move, Simon, because of bishop e2. Nice one, Williams. Oh dear. Okay. It's only a pawn. My king can at least castle by hand. Might not be that bad, because where does he put his king? If he puts it over here, I've got two open lines for my rooks to attack him. If he puts it over here, well, come to daddy. Because my queen can sneak in and cause him pain. So it's alright. It's alright. Don't panic. Do not panic. And his pieces are on the side as well. It was a brilliant sacrifice for me. Touche, Williams. Okay. It's funny how you sometimes get carried away with Blitz, don't you? I don't know. You know, I said I was just going to do 20-minute Blitz videos today. You win a couple of games, you lose a couple of games, and before you know it, you know, you're sort of, it's 2 hours later. So, okay. Now he's trying to do a bit of consolidation. Now let's go here. Let's probe. Let's do a prober. I think he has to go king. Oh no, he can't go king d7. Well, he can, but I can take here. Check. Okay, he's doing a runner. This is looking good. This is how did my position get so good? It's very unwarranted. Chess is a cruel game at times. If only I could get another piece over towards his king. Let's go here and try to come here. That looks like a great square for my knight. It wasn't doing anything on that square, so okay. So he's trying to stop that plan, and I'm going to try to insist that my knight gets to that square. Now I might have ideas. This one floating takes Yes, it does work, doesn't it? Does it work? Because this is now on pre, yeah? Yeah, it does work. It does work. And I always have a check with my queen if he goes d4. I'm just thinking here. So just have to watch out. His queen comes around. It's a little bit of technique I need to do here to avoid any perpetuals and stuff. It should be alright. But here, yes, why is this so annoying? Why is he somehow made this annoying for me? Can I just take here? I don't know. Confused. He's confused me. Of course, it should be winning, but he has confused me. Can my king get to this square? Do a little zigzaggy maneuver. Wow, he can actually play that, can he? Wow. It's really getting a bit mind-bended, I am. Should be winning, should be winning. Let's start with a check. I don't see how it's winning. I'm hoping my king can get over here to escape any checks, but let's see if I'm right thinking that. Well, he's got this check, hasn't he? Okay. Oh, he's trying to swap queens off. Oh, right. Because then his h-pawn wins. How did this occur? Well, I've got to play for a win. No doubt about that. Funny how tricky he's made this, but I think... Oh, fudge. Maybe it's just a draw now. Well, time's so bad, yeah? Second, so I'll play for a win? Yeah, we play for a win. Not quick, though. Shit. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, man. Oh! C'est la vie. And I bet that it just puts me below 2700 as well. Well, thank you for watching. It was extremely enjoyable. And I'll do it again sometime just for your entertainment. Do subscribe to the channel. Do like the video. Dislike if you want. Do whatever you want. I prefer a like. And yeah, great. Nice one. Cheers and goodbye.